Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome to the Disley Sisters Creations, aka Linda Simpson. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to all my new subscribers, and thank you all so much for being part of my channel. A bit late, but better late than never. Today I am going to share with you what I bought at the Southern Wool Show in Newbury a couple of weekends ago when June and I went. It was June's first trip to a yarn show, and what made it extra special for me personally was that I got to meet Nancy from Knit Sip Happy, who had come all the way over from Canada to see relatives, and she came to the show with Kirsty and Tracy from Wool and Wishes, and it was just such a delight to meet them. I did get a gift off Nancy, and if you all my things are down here, so if you bear with me. So the first thing, Nancy actually got her pattern published in this book, the 52 Weeks of Socks. So Nancy actually signed it for me, and I got off Nancy, I got a Knit Sip Happy business card with a lovely little stitch marker. And then I need something, so I'm just going to, so she signed it for me. It's a Hexie Diamond, and as you can see she signed it, and those are her socks. So, and she gave me this lovely skein of yarn, Fleece Artist organic cottage socks, 80% organic merino and 20% nylon, and it's made in Nova Scotia, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and just look at the colours. So when I get back, these are going to be a sock, and I'm actually going to do Nancy's sock pattern from the book. So that was nice. It was just so lovely to meet, and it was like we'd been friends forever. And Kirsty and Tracy were fabulous, and it was lovely to meet them. And Tracy and Kirsty actually gave me a pin badge, which is Wool and Wishes. I'm not sure if you can see it. And I also bought another pin badge to go on my pin badge wall hanging, and I got the Ducky Darlings pin badge, and I'm gradually building up and buying all of my favourite yarn dyers and buying their pin badges. So yeah, so it was lovely to meet Nancy, and it was definitely nice to meet Kirsty and Tracy, and we did end up, June and I, having lunch with them. They joined us while we were having lunch, and it was like we'd been friends for years and years and years. I also got the pleasure of meeting Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful, and that was lovely as well, because I had seen her at other shows, but I was a bit nervous about going over and saying hello, as you do. So we went on the Saturday, and it was lovely. And then I had a mooch around that was well put out. There was a smaller haul and then a bigger haul, and I think June and I went from one haul to another haul, back and forth, trying to decide what we were going to purchase. And then I went to Olive Tree. We went to Olive Tree is the first place that I went. I actually bought yarn from, and I bought Under the Olive Tree. Not sure I understand. Sorry about that. That's my Siri. Under the Olive Tree, and this is called Silver Moon. And it's dyed in Cambridgeshire, which is here in the UK. And it's a 4-ply, which is a finger weight sock yarn, 400 meters and 100 grams, 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% silver stellina. So that is that. And then I also, I think I've shown you these, I think I have shown you these, but then I got some a little tin of stitch markers, and these are all to do with puppies and dogs and that, obviously. And I'll just show you a couple of them. I won't show you all because I think I have shown you. So this one is a dog with a bone, and then I have got this little doggy as well. And there's other things, there's a paw print and there's a bone and that. So this is what I bought from Olive Tree, under the olive tree. So that's what I bought. You all know that I love Turkish yarn. Oh, how much do I love Turkish yarn. And I did actually buy Yarn Art Flower Moonlight, which has got the silver stellina in, and it goes from the blues all the way out to grey to black to charcoal, charcoal and then black, and it is beautiful. I'm not decided yet what I'm going to make with this, but it is squishy, lovely. There's 1,000 grams in here, which is 1,093 yards. It's 53% cotton, 43% acrylic and 4% metallic polyester. So that is what I bought. And then I went past this store. There were so many there, guys. There were so many stores, and I spotted this. I've never heard of these before, and these are hand-dyed British bluebell yarns, and this is called Fuchsia, and it is a finger weight. There's no nylon in this. It's 100% Falkland Corriedale, and I am going to be making a hat with this, and I'm thinking I might make the muscle burr with this yarn. And for some reason, I definitely think that I've done this before. I know I've done 2 shorts, but I'm not sure whether I've talked about them. Anyway, if I have, and you know, I put all my skeins of yarn in organza bags. I came across this pattern. I've been looking for a pattern for, they're called shell wrist warmers, but fingerless gloves. And I got this from Sonia Jones, which is Alicorn Gifts. And the yarn I got for that, if I can find it, where is it? Oh, here it is. It's a nice, it's got silk in it. In fact, I think I'm repeating myself. I think I have actually done a video about all this, haven't I? I think I'm getting confused. Anyway, if I have, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to go over what I purchased at Newbury and that. And I bought this yarn in the blues. I know where I've done it. I've done it on a live. That's why this is a video. So yeah, so this is a 75% superwash merino, 25% mulberry silk, and this, I'm going to use this yarn to make these and that. So that's why I purchased that, and it's so soft and squishy, really nice. It is a, I think it is a finger weight. Does it say? Oh no, it's a DK. So they will look nice in that. And it gives you 3 sizes: child's medium small, adult small, X small, small, and adult large and medium. So I think I come in the small. Don't you think? Because my hand is not quite as big as my head. And then I saw these, which are knitted, and this was a free pattern when I purchased this yarn, which is Ella Rowe, Rae Cashmereno Sport, guys. Look at the colour. And this time when I was at the show, it was all about the blues. I don't know why. It was all about the blues. And then June turned around and said to me, I kept going towards the blues, and June said, no more blues now, Linda, you've got enough, which is true. And this one's Wisteria, and this is the pattern. So I've got 2 of them, one for each glove. And I've got an idea for a sweater for myself. I know the pattern, but I can't describe the pattern. I'll have to sit and have a play. And I love Bird Street yarn. In fact, I was going through my yarns the other day, and I've found at least 5 kits of yarn for wearables from all different companies, and one of them so happens to be Bird Street Yarns. And I have bought this out with a bang. I've never used this type of yarn before. I've seen the grocery girls talk about it, and hand dyed by Claire and John of Bird Street Yarn, and it's the zebra sock. But I'm going to put it together with stonewash. So the pattern I've got in mind, this pops through this, but I have to sit and do a swatch and make sure that I know exactly what I'm doing. Well, I know what I'm doing, but I'm going to have to do it in a front, a back, and 2 sleeves, because I think that's the way I will get the pattern to work, if you understand what I'm saying. So I need to, in my stash, I need to find a pattern for a sweater that you do the back and the front separate with the sleeves, so that the pattern that I've got the idea for will work. Do you understand? I hope I'm making myself clear. If not, all will be revealed. So one of my challenges for next year is to do colour work. So next year I'm hoping to do at least 6 colour work projects, but we'll see. So that is going to go together, and looks at the pops of pinks. So I've got 2 of these and 3 of these. So I'll do kind of the cuffs in this, and then the pattern up the sleeve, up the front. It's going to be a round neck, and I want a raglan. I like raglan, so I just need to find a pattern that I can work the pattern that I got the idea for into it. All will be revealed once I've sorted out, got my head into gear. But that is a project for next year. I always take the week off between Christmas and New Year, and that is when I'm going to plan everything. So that is for next year. And last but not least, I said to June, oh, I've got to go to Blue Fern Yarns. I've not been. I need to go. I love their yarn. I've got quite a bit of their yarn, sock yarn and things like that. And I do believe I've got a kit up there as well that I need to sort out. So anyway, and we went, and lo and behold, there was Nancy, and there was Tracy, and there was Kirsty, laughing and joking with, I believe her name's Shannon. And so I got this yarn, which is ochre, which has got the neps in it, neps 4-ply, 85% superwash merino, 15% Donegal nep, and I like that. And I've just finished a pair of socks with the nep in it from Adventures in Yarncraft, and I couldn't remember. I was talking to Kirsty about it, and I couldn't remember which yarn it was, but when I got home I knew exactly what yarn it was. So yeah, so this is the yarn that I use. And then I bought this as well, And I think I'm going to put this with a blue. I've not decided which blue yet, but I think I've got a nice blue that this will go with. And I think it's from, this is a classic sock, 75% superwash merino and 25. And I think I've got like a bluey green colour that I think that will go with from Expression Fibre Arts. So yeah, I think that might, the sweater, and then this will just have the pop of colour. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is those. And last but not least is Ducky Darlings. What can I say about Ducky Darlings? I love Ducky Darlings yarn. I love all the yarns really. And Rick was saying to me, are you buying any more yarn this year? And I said, well, we're going to Turkey. We're going to Istanbul. We're going to the Grand Bazaar. We're going where all the yarn is. So no. When I go to Turkey and I buy the yarn, that will be the last yarn I buy for this year. And he looked at me and he said, are you sure? I said, maybe. Maybe. So, you all know, last year I did the Twists and Turns, my first ever mystery knit along for Stephen West. I absolutely loved it. And then I saw the promotion for this year's Geo Gradient, and it starts on the 5th of October, which is fine, brilliant. It gives me time to get home, finish off a few projects that I've already got. I'm starting Anya's Greenway crochet blanket. This is going to be the 3rd year that I'm doing that. So so that starts while I'm away on holiday, but I can catch up when I get home. And obviously I'm doing a Geo Gradient, and I have talked about this before. And this is the yarn that I bought from Ducky Darlings. And you all know, well, if you watch the lives, you know that I've had such a fiasco with yarn winders. I've got the Swift's fabulous. The yarn winders, not so much. So when I was growing up, all I did, Mum taught us how to wind a ball of yarn up from a skein, you know, from a hank. So these are my colours. They're all grades of blue. So this is, I would say that's a denim. And then we've got, the next colour is this colour, which I would say is like a sky. Then we've got this colour, and they're all in little organza bags. And then we've got this colour. So they're the 3 colours that have gradients of blue. And then I've got a gradient, the last gradient, which is my lightest, is the grey. And it's like a bluey grey. So they are dark to light. So they're the ones that I'm going to be using. So yeah, so are you doing the grey? Are you doing Stephen West's knit along? What colours are you doing? What colour combinations are you? Are you going with a gradient of all one colour, or have you picked different colours? Are you using mohair as one of your skeins in the gradient? And are you taking part in Ophelia Talks Greenway Mystery Crochet Along blanket? I am. I've done the Lizzie blanket, and last year I did the Jam Jar of Happiness, and this year I'm doing the Greenway. So that is my I've lost a bag, there we go. So I put them in their bags because then I can just pull them out and the balls are not going to roll everywhere. when the spice is in here. So which is your favourite? Do you like my idea for this, or have you got a pattern that you think this would work with? A colour work pattern? Do you think you've got have you got a pattern, or do you know of a pattern that will work for these two colours? I suppose I could do Hoagie Locatelli's Radiate again, which I did before. Or do you like this one? What would you think? What do you think? Do you think I should make socks with that, or should I make a hat? I'm leaning towards a hat actually. I've got plenty of sock yarn, but I'm thinking maybe putting these into sweaters or a vest, you know, vest to go over my shirts. So yeah, what are your ideas? What ideas have you got for me? I love this, but I especially can't. I've got my face Halifax yarn from Nova Scotia. So what do you think? What do you think? Thank you, Nancy. Thank you to Kirsty and Tracy. It was wonderful to meet you. Thank you also to Ali for stopping and having a natter with June and I. We had a ball. And when it didn't take us as long to come home as it did to go. We got lost. We got lost getting to Newbury Wastecourse. We took the wrong turning, but hey ho. It's an adventure, as Rick would say. Well guys, that's it from me. When this goes live, I will be in the air on my way home from Turkey. Thank you all so very much for coming today. Please everybody, take care, stay safe. If you would give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you're new here, please think about hitting the subscribe button, and I'll see you all when I return. Bye for now.